What up, Scott and Cheryl? All right, let's look at this page first. Okay, so this is a sign up page, and there's a few problems with this page. Okay, the first thing you want to do is you want to I would just remove the header completely. So on the page, there's a checkbox, show header, just uncheck it. And the reason is the branding doesn't really matter because they're warm leads, and we don't want to give them any reason to click off this page. So I'd get rid of that. I would also we want to move the video up. So what I would do is take this and shift it below. So your page, I'm going to draw here. So if I come to your page, I need to have the headline, blah, 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 subheadline, and then video. And then over here in the sidebar, where can we send your the rest of the training video, or however you have it, and then name, email, button. And that's so that before they scroll down, this little dashed line is above the fold. We want to have it very clear, especially if they're on desktop, that it's a video that's also asking for their details, their contact info, and then they can scroll down and read more. So they can read, let me go back, they can read this text, they can read all of this stuff. This is all fantastic. We just want it to be really clear when they come on this page, watch a video, and then sign up to get the full video, right? Watch the teaser video, sign up to get the full thing. So that would be my notes on that. So it's just a matter of restructuring things. Now, I believe you guys are using Kajabi. So what you would do is they should have a custom widget, and in the custom widget you can make it 2 columns. One is video and the other is an opt-in form. If you have questions about that, email Barbara, just email class help and we'll help you out. The next thing is this page. Same thing, I would just flip it so the video is there. So it's real clear that the video is up top. So let me just give you an example. So if I'm on mobile, which is where 99% of people are going to be, they're going to land on this page and not be super clear. So I think if you just switch the order of the video or put this text under the video, it at least sucks me into the video and then I can see this. So that's my notes on that. Everything else looks great. Lots of social proof. Do we have one other thing? Oh yeah, I remember you guys have this problem. You don't have pictures of people. I mean, in a perfect world, we'd have pictures of the individuals, but I understand people want to be discreet. Okay, so that's my notes on that. Now, the offer is looking good. My biggest question is, I wasn't clear for the $10,000 option. Is it 8 months? So that's going to really affect the offer being sexy or not. If it's 10K for 1 month, that doesn't sound as good if it's like 10K for 3 months. I think for you guys, for 10K, 6 months would be the max. I don't know if this is an 8-month thing. Yeah, I'm just not clear on the months, so just let me know. Another thing is we found that like $99.80 is what we charge for our 10K. So instead of $99.97, just make it an 80. I don't know why, but it just makes it seem like it's more of a real thing. The 97 works great for a low price thing because it's like you're used to going to the Target and it's $19.95 or something like that, right? But when you get to these higher price options, it just feels marketing-y. It kind of devalues it. So I would just make that a weird number like 80 or 72 or something like that. You want to be tangible. You get 1 worksheet per a lesson or something like that. Okay. You might break this down to curriculum. The first 4 sessions are about mental toughness, and the next 4 are about high performance. Not recorded for privacy. That's great. I would also structure this in the sequential order. So they get the private kickoff, and then they're going to get the lessons that come with the worksheets. Lessons are private and not recorded. Now, are these sessions? Is this one-on-one? So so just make it really clear the length of time. Our sessions group or one-on-one. make this like Facebook group, give it a name, limitless leader, exclusive Facebook group. What is it? It's a community of like-minded leaders. Option for graduates to drop down a monthly subscription and stay part of the community. That's something that you'll want to kind of hint at, but I wouldn't necessarily put that on the sales page or the offer that you give them. You just want to kind of say, by the way, a lot of our students, when they get done with this 3-month program, or however long it's going to be, when they get done with this program, then they've reached this amazing transformation, but now the next steps or the next problems you're going to face are X, Y, and Z. And that's why we have our XYZ mastermind, which is only $297 a month. So I'd frame it like that. Okay, so option 2 is basically like it's the same thing cut in half. I'm still not clear on how many months that is. Is that 4 months? So they get a session a month. This is a downsell, by the way. So if someone's like, I really want it, I'm just going to assume this is 8 months. 8 months is too long. I don't have the time, going on a holiday, whatever, and say, well, how about we customize it? I don't normally do this, but how about we just cut it in half, the length in half, and the price gets cut in half? Would that be better for you? And then they can say yes or no. How will this be different? Go from feeling silenced, overlooked, disregarded due to the old boys club good, the mean girls, or even yourself, to being heard, valued, having more impact in the world, being able to honor someone in your past, really the foundation. Yeah, for generations out, be high performance, purpose, getting dream job promotion, becoming. So it is an 8-month program. Yeah, I think that's good. I think okay. If Sheryl's finding that, I don't know if Sheryl's watching, if it's just Scott. If Sheryl's finding that 8 months is too long, then you can cut it down. I just think 8 months for 10 grand, that seems cheap. I think 8 months for 10 grand for like 5 months or 4 months is more high tickety. But whatever works. So if we're gonna break that down, 10,000 divided by 8, so that's gonna be roughly. I don't have my calculator's not working. Let me see. Calculator. So it's about $1,200 a month. Okay. The next thing you want to do is give a value per the session. So if this is a one-on-one, just say, hey, my normal one-on-one fee is $1,000 an hour, or whatever it's going to be. Privates with me are this. Privates, are this. This has a value of such and such. So in other words, we want to juxtapose what you're asking, your 10K, compared to what they normally would pay. So let me give you an example. I have our pitch deck here. I'll just show you. Okay, so when we're pitching our $10,000 offer, this is one of the tools we use for selling, and we're like, hey, if you want to get your visual branding completed, it starts at $500 and it can go up to like $1,200 or $12,000 if you get some woo-woo Park Avenue consulting firm. Website builds start at $3,500. They don't even tell you what to put marketing-wise or coach you on images. They just do a wireframe for you. Call funnel, we paid somebody $7,500 and they didn't do anything. They just made a landing page and 3 emails. You're going to get a much more robust system, right? So long story short, we'll walk them through all the stuff we're doing and attach a price. And then we say, so if you're going to go and do this on your own, you're going to look forward to a minimum of $42,500. And that doesn't include all the time you're going to have to spend in researching the best consultants to do each of these things. Just getting them used to your branding, project managing them. This is going to take you several years to do all this. And yet with our system in 5 months, we do all this for you, right? So it's not only going to save you money, it's going to save you time and headaches. Do you want to go do that on your own? They're going to be like, no, I'd rather just save it. So you guys are going to want something similar to that, where you can, when people object to the price, which they will, you're like, well, actually, this price is cheap when you compare it to what it would cost you without this. It's like, if you got one promotion, the average according to Forbes, the average promotion is worth $15,000. So if you just get one annual promotion out of this, it pays for itself and then some, right? So however you guys want to phrase that, but make sure that you tie the price you're charging to the results they're going to get, and how this price is negligible to that, right? So another example is in the sales call when you ask them what their goals are, and they're like, oh, if I could just, Bob at work is such an a-hole, if I could just get his job because promotions are coming up, and you'd say, well, what would it be worth to you to get that promotion instead of Bob? Oh man, it'd be priceless. So later on when you reveal the price, it'd be like, hey, this is just one payment of $9,980, which, on the surface sounds like a lot, but like if you compare that to the raise you would get, easily you're going to make that money back. But even more, you said it'd be priceless if you could get the promotion instead of Bob. So 10 grand is like, that's nothing compared to like what you're going to get from it. So they're like, yeah, that's right. So that's how you want to frame it. That's it. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I think Barbara's going to reach out to schedule a call next Thursday. So if this was enough, you're like, we don't need a call, let me know. Otherwise, I'm more than happy to jump on next Thursday and hammer this out a little bit more for you guys. So there you go. Looking good.